Hello and welcome back to Bally Spring. Right, we are just carrying on pretty much exactly from where we left off in the last episode. Here we will get the whole mower in, get it unfolded. Oh, no, wrong thing. There we go. So we will ensure, with conditioning and with conditioning. So both are set, that's fantastic. We'll lower it all down and then we'll fire it up. So this mowing session, I know we just did a mowing session not long ago, but that's just part of this map. It's a lot of mowing. And as you can see, the grass is very tall, so it should be an extra fantastic yield, but we shall see. Now, what I'm also... don't ever remember that tree being there, but could have just forgotten it was there, I suppose. What we're doing differently this time is that we're not going to ferment it in the pit, but we are going to bale it with our brand new Heston baler, and then we'll take a Maize Plus edited bale wrapper that can accommodate for the Heston size bales, which is absolutely brilliant. It's an absolutely brilliant little mod that I didn't even know existed until I accidentally found it. Because I was looking for the extractor to do our silage bales with that, but we need not. We can actually bale them on the go, which is brilliant. Very, very handy, considering the fact that I don't think we'll have enough silage for the cows with our whole crop. It's not really funny. It's unfortunate, really, but yeah. The mowing always takes a bit of time. This field in particular is quite quick though, so it should be fairly rapid. But eventually this will become a yard. I just don't see a point of converting it to a yard until we actually need it for a yard, or have money to, you know, pave it and place a shed or something, some sort of storage, which would be beneficial. But yes, we will. This shouldn't take all that long. I guess the mowing tends to be the quickest of the jobs. The rowing as well does tend to take its time. Again, same thing I said when we were doing hay, it's not my favourite job, but it does have to get done. I suppose I could have probably just put the baler behind the front mower, but that would take a bit of extra time as well. But it would be alright, wouldn't be terrible. We get all the jobs done at once, and really we do have the windrower for that purpose, and our 4-meter rear mower as well. So, right, there we go. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's definitely something I'm not too fussed on. We do want to get it all folded up though, so we can fit through the gate. But yeah, that looks really good. Looks really good. Right, we'll head to our other field, our next field. We do have 2 fields to do. I think they're both ready. Should probably have a quick check though. Yes, it does look very ready indeed. And then the other one as well is probably very ready. Not this one here. I really wanted to buy this field, but I think it's like 300 and some thousand, so yeah, definitely have a bit of time before we're there. But we will get this fired up and lowered down, and then we'll get the same unfolded here. Right, so as for the time-lapse, jump cuts, all that kind of thing, we'll see how it goes. I mean, with the windrowing, it might even be something that you just see a very quick montage of, just a few second clips or something, and then maybe the rest of the mowing as well the same way, because as I say, I know we just did a heap of it, and I am excited to move on to the baling, of course, with our new Heston baler, which will probably be its own sort of time-lapse, and then of course we have to wrap them all with our soon-to-be leased piece of kit. And you know what, I mean, we can keep it as a long-term lease, and then in the future we can always return it, or we can buy it outright. But for now I might just lease it to use the one time and see how it actually works. But yes, we shall crack on with the mowing, and really, I mean, it shouldn't take all that long to get it done, but really have to get in the habit of not going so close to the fence, to the wall actually. Yeah. Right, we'll crack on with it. Alright, well there we have the end of the mowing. That is fantastic. Get it all folded up. Looks pretty good, looks pretty good. Now, I don't know, this particular field I had fully intended on putting a crop in, and I might still do, but if I do have to be careful about leaving enough room, because if we came in this way, I reckon, and I avoid the very edge of it, we could actually get all the way around with follow me, if I was very careful. Again, I think this is why I might put maize in this particular field when the time comes. I might even repurpose one of the fields that I've currently have as a crop and repurpose it as a grass field again, just as a proper hay field. But we'll see. We've got so much on, it's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, definitely an undertaking that we've undertaken. Right, so now that the mowing has been completed, I can you know what I'll do? I'll just tuck it in the in here actually. Something I might end up doing, and I don't know if this is, I don't know, should we? I was thinking maybe we should just avoid the whole crop pit sort of thing and just do bales. I really think that this will help us to figure out what we're going to do. Maybe it would be good to have a mixture of the two anyways. Do you know what I mean? We do have oh yeah, right, I do have to do the windrowing first. I was going to get straight into the baler. Not quite. But yes, we do have the baler, and we do have, well, we will lease at least a wrapper. Oh, hello, forgot the first one. The tiny little field. We do get a couple bales out of here, so it's not all for nothing, but right, we'll get that as unfolded as possible. It is always a bit of a faff doing this field though, because it is so small, but I will do my best. And as I said, I won't put this into any sort of time lapse or anything. I don't want to waste anyone's time with it. We did get a bunch of grass work done recently, but we will include all the new things that we do in a future time lapse. But yes, for now we'll get the windrowing done. We'll get the baler in the field, probably with the Lamborghini once again, and then, oh my, I'm swerving all over the place. And then we will get the wrapper. Sorry, I completely forgot what I was on about there for a second. Yes, we'll get the bale wrapper to wrap our massive Heston bales. And we managed to get all of it in the last row. Fantastic. So yes, between the 3 grass fields we have everything rowed up. We obviously skipped the tedding stage because we are making silage bales. So we'll head over to the yard, get the Lamborghini attached to the Heston baler, and we'll see you in the field. Right, well, as you can see, we have the Heston attached to the Lambo, but before we do, I almost forgot that I did actually find a mod to replace this expensive pressure washer. So I found this one here, and it's actually really good. I am going to tuck it right in the corner here because it doesn't have to be. I think we can avoid that. What is it? V. Oh yes, it's V. Right, so if we just put it right here in this corner, so we don't really do anything in this space, so it should be fine. It's not in the way or anything. So we'll just reverse towards it and see, because we do have a repair point here. It is nice to keep it just a bit separate. Oh, hello. Brilliant. Ah, look at that. Right, so we will get the Lamborghini all de-greened, because it's very green from our silage session, or whole crop silage. Look at that, it's working a treat. I figured it's not very nice, you know. I reckon the baler deserves to have a clean tractor doing the job. Look at that, it looks so much better. Right, and we are off, so we might as well start in the small field here. Now it seems very dark all of a sudden. As soon as we hit 5 PM, it's just like the sun is less bright or something. I swore it was so much brighter when we were windrowing. Anyways, right, the Heston baler. So we'll get it unfolded. Oh, that sounds so good. Right, all the sounds, we'll get it lowered down. And we'll get it fired up. But before we do need to make certain that we are going to do 240 centimeter bales rather. I read the word baler and said baler. But yes, 240 centimeter bales. Listen to that. Oh, it sounds so good. Right, so that sign is for grass, correct? Regular, like, must be conditioned grass is what it is. I think I had a look at that before as well. Right, and look at that. Right, I did forget to repair the baler. So it was about 14 or 1600 pounds to repair it. Here we'll go in first person so I can see what's going on. Especially in the small fields, it's much easier. And oh my, I don't want to miss all the animations though. Here's some beeping and all sorts of things going on. It'll be much better when we're in the bigger field and we can actually have a proper look at it. But right, I will repair it before we move on to the other fields. I don't think... Yeah, it's not the Lamborghini that needs repairing, it is this. It's just over halfway needing repair. But I think we are going to have our first bale pop out very soon. Look at that, it looks so massive. Absolutely. Very impressive, that is. Right, we'll just get swung around here. I seem to have missed some bits, so if we do need a bit more of a bale, at least we know where we can get some missed bits. Look at that. It just looks so good. It's very impressive, this mod. This is, of course, a 4D modding mod, if I'm not mistaken. I can verify exactly, but I'm more than certain it's a 4D modding mod. Well, just its sheer quality alone. Oh, first bale's gone. First bale's out. Sheer quality alone, it's just amazing. It will have a very quick check for you. Balers, there you are. 4D modding. Absolutely brilliant. Still nothing we need in there. Let's have a very quick look at our first bale. Massive. So it does say grass condition 6,103 litres, which is very strange. But I suppose it's quite a hefty bale. Let's see, 1.6 tons. That's a very big bale. That's heavier than like a pickup truck, really, or a full-size truck, like a bit heavy duty. These are 465 kilograms, so these are almost 3 times as heavy. That's a lot of grass. That's amazing. Right, well, we will crack on with the the baling here, because really it is coming along very nicely. I might hop back into that first person just before we head off to the other field there, because I do want to get it repaired and just see how much it actually does cost. I reckon it'll be about anywhere between £1,400 and £1,600, because that's what I remember seeing when I did check. Because there's a few caveats. So first thing, it is a slightly slower baler. Now I'm getting the words mixed up. It's a slightly slower baler, if I'm not mistaken. Right, we'll just shut that off for now. Now I don't think... Oh, I should have dropped that bale off in the field there. Right. Definitely should have done that. Right, well let's get it fixed up here and see. Hopefully it doesn't make the bale disappear. So yeah, there you go. 14. Perfect. Oh, still there. Brilliant. It is just more for us to kind of cart around, but that's fine. We will bring it with us to this other field, and then we can really get the baling underway. Right, we'll might have to turn some lights on. I swore it was a lot brighter earlier. But here we have it. We are in field number 2, and we are creating even more bales. This is brilliant. How many have we got so far? 2. Plus probably 3, and then I'm going to say 4. So yeah, we're at about 4 bales already. Massive, massive bales as well. The pickup's a little different than the class. Whoop, hello. Yeah, there we go. 16 kph. I think the class went 18. But again, this is just a brilliant machine, and it suits the Lamborghini perfectly. Right, well, we are approaching the end of the baling, and we've just completed a new bale, which is fantastic. There are a few missed bits, but not nearly enough to warrant going around for any missed bits. So we will shut that off, raise the pickup, and we'll pop out what we have there. Absolutely brilliant. Close it up, and we'll see that we have 21 bales. Really? That's a bit surprising. I mean, we can physically see there are many, but that seems surprising, just to be absolutely honest. But no matter, that's fine. I was expecting less for some reason. But the other thing as well is that we did have the second sort of ready to harvest state, which really did help with that. We do have all of our grass equipment that needs cleaning. It's all very dirty, but I reckon the Massey can handle wrapping bales, so we will head to the shop and we'll collect our least wrapper. Alright, that should be fine. We'll have a check. Oh, hello. Oh, it's not even fair. I need to quit checking the sales, because there's always something that I would have bought had I not bought another thing. But that's fine, that's fine. Right, we will head to Bale Wrappers. We'll head all the way to the end, to the Maze Plus by the Alien Pool, and fantastic, fantastic. Now what can we do for coal? We can do exciting colours. We can do yellow. We can do yellow too. We can do light green, that's very vibrant. Jet black. Is that different from black? Oh, it is. Can do grey. Right, the first yellow is... Why is there a difference, I wonder? Right, let's do yellow for some... That's completely different. It's so different from... I don't think I've ever wrapped bales yellow before. It might be a bit nauseating after a while, but that's fine. We'll try it out. We are just leasing it anyway, so we'll lease it for lots, about £2,800, but we don't need to worry about that just yet. And we'll head back to the farm, hop into the first field, and see how it works with the Heston bales. Alright, well, as is customary, we'll hop into the small field first. It's just the one bale anyway, so I will try to, well, yeah, I was going to bring it into the other field while it's wrapping. Actually, I might do that. I might bring it into the other one with us while we wait for it to wrap. Excuse me, I think I've been lied to. Somebody's having a laugh. What do you mean, not supported? Must have to fold, turn on. Right. So this is a Heston bale. And this is supposed to work with Heston balers. Which is why I bloody released it. That is extremely, extremely disappointing. I am at a loss for what to do now. My whole thing here kind of was the fact that we would get bales out of these, silage out of these grass bales. I must have done something incorrectly, because we don't have any options for any other, for anything we can do. Don't know what that's for. Oh, that's the door there. What's this? Oh, that's the back window. We don't need that. Yep, that is very, very sad. Actually, I'm very disappointed. I mean, if we go into bale wrappers here, this version also wraps the 240 bales as well as the Heston ones. That's very unfortunate, because that is not true, unfortunately. I suppose what we could do... Now, this is a bit of extra faffing, but obviously we'll get our money back for this. I suppose... Right, one sec. Before I kind of put my idea out there, I am going to... Yeah, that's really, really frustrating. Because now that we have the biggest bale sizes, we can't do them with anything except the extractor, which is, I think, more expensive and stationary as well, which means we have to bring all the bales to it first, which is obviously frustrating. Now I'm just hoping that it maybe fell funny or something, and maybe something else will work. Right, that is really quite a shame. Okay, well, one moment, let me have a look at the options, because we do have a few options, one of which is that we can cut them open and place them into a pit, which is obviously frustrating because we have a pit full of silage right now. Not much though, granted, so that's fine. Right, we'll do I'll do a bit of looking around, and we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, well, as you can see, we are at the shop, and Bally Spring Tractors, this company, they are exquisite, I will admit. Customer service, top notch. Let me explain. Basically, the lad in the shop, and even given the late hour, it was very good service. He explained that he apologises for the misinformation on the bale wrapper. It must be another Heston in that it works for, not this particular one. So he's given my money back for the lease, taken back the wrapper, and he's been very kind enough to let us demo something new. So this machine is a stationary baler. Now this is from the Go Whale pack, and it's the Vario Master. So this is cool. This is very top class service to allow me to demo this. So basically, he explained the ins and outs a bit, but we will figure out how to work it together. So essentially, your unbaled material goes in this conveyor belt, goes in there, and the bale's supposed to shoot out the front. He has been very kind to attach the yellow foil there for us as well, and he's been a gentleman and he's filled it for me with some silage additive, because he heard that we forgot to do it with our new Heston baler. Right, so we're going to take this back to the farm. Should get some lights on, perhaps a beacon or two, and this is a beast, so we will be very careful with it, of course. What I'm thinking is that we set it up in the smallest field, and we'll bring all of the bales there, and we can do the work there essentially. There's not that many that have to be sorted with, so the Merlot should have no problem bringing a few loads over to this. We'll use the cut mod, which will allow us to cut the bales clean open, making what I assume will be very large very large piles of grass, and then the Merlot can just chew away at it. So that's the plan. That's how we're going to get our silage bales. It's a new plan. It's it's something that I thought would be kind of fun, because I've never used the Go Whale equipment, and I've said I wanted to integrate it into a series at some point. So I reckon, why not go big for it? So, because I might use some of these smaller implements in my next series. So we shall see. Right, so we'll just go in this way, and it's going to be a bit tight, although if this is going to become a yard, this fence can go. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. That goes, we'll fix that, we'll figure that out, but for now I think that's absolutely fantastic. Keep that one there, that's fine, to protect that tree. Oh, the tree might go, no, I do like the trees actually. Alright, now that we're back, let's have a proper look at this. I think I'm going to put the times down to ×1 for now, because we'll be able to bring bales here, but I'd like to do this in the daylight, not when it's not daylight. Have a very quick check of all of our fields. There is a possibility that the canola is ready tomorrow, or in the next month rather, but I don't think, where am I going? I don't think so. Nah, there's one more stage, so that's fine. We'll have August to do this, but let's at least get it unfolded. Actually, we should open the controls as well. Fully unfold, blimey. So this is unfolded. Look at these animations. That is amazing. Wow. Right, we might have to do that one more time from the outside. But yeah, as you can see, it is getting a bit darker now. The sun is starting to go down. But, as we can see, this is fairly intense. So I reckon going this way is the best way to bring bales in, because then we don't have to cut through the main yard. So I will bring this... Oh, we can't do that while it's folded up. No, we have to wait for it to unfold. But now that we know how it's set, we can also change the bale size to 150. So we will get at least the medium size, which means we will probably get a fair amount more bales than we... Oh, right, it's really... There we go. Alright. So I'll put it in the corner, because the big pile can go... Yeah, because then we can load the bales out this way, perhaps. Also with the Merlot. Or the 5S, actually, could be very useful for that. I reckon this is probably good right here. Let's try that. Okay, it's unfolding here this time. We'll get a feel for it. Look at that. Opens up, something over here happens. There we go, that goes down. Absolutely brilliant. Right, we'll turn on all the lights for now, turn the beacons off, get this out the way for a moment. That is quite a machine. So, perfect opportunity here. We'll go get the Merlot, and we'll put that bale, we'll get it cut up. Where is it? It's over here. Right, the bucket's on it. So I will swap that over and I'll see you back here in a moment. Right, so I reckon I could just push it instead. So now that it's there, because we do need the bucket to actually fill. There's many lights on, it's very bright now. So, we will see for... Oh, blimey, that's one bale. Right, so we want to get into a better position. But at 4,000 litres, that's almost a full bale. So 2 scoops and we've got a bale and a half. Right, that goes very quick. Sorry, a bale and a half for the new bale size. Oh, is that not? Alright. Well, let's see here. Ah, cool. So there you go. It shows that it's being filled with something. In this case, it's grass. And so we might as well fill it up as full as we can go. I'm curious to do that. Although it would probably start putting bales out now. Or at least all of this bale. Because as I say, it is going to be quite an ordeal to bring them all over here and then get them all cut up. Again, we could wait and cut them up in the silo. I don't know if that actually works or not. I might have to still put it into the pit itself, but... Right, have I missed loads? Is that... Oh, that's not on. Right, when we do the actual loading, I reckon I'll probably do it as a time-lapse or do it off-camera or something. See, that's not good. Right, I will actually do that right now. For now, I will just jump cut so we can crack on with it. Right, so I've now got 6,106 litres in the chamber, I suppose. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hop in here and we're actually going to turn it on. So as you can see, it's going to go up the conveyor belt there. And then it's going to go in here, and I can turn this back on. Ah, wicked! Look at that. So it actually shows. I don't know how many spins it does. But as you can see, I don't know if you can actually see. Oh, it's done. There you are. Right. So it goes in there and it spins a bunch, and then we watch it wrap. The sounds are amazing as well. And then automatic drop, I noticed, was enabled. There we go. Happy days. And he's been very kind, and because I told him I only have a bale spike, he's given me some yellow duct tape as well, so that we can seal up any holes that we make with the spikes. Very kind gentleman at the shop. Very, very kind. Right, well there is one bale. I'm going to make the next job a bit easier, so I'm going to swap the bucket off. Here, for now, let's shut this all down. We can leave it open and set up like this, but we'll leave that. So what we'll do now is we'll actually get the spike on, so I can load a load of bales into this space, and then at least when we're ready for the next episode, we'll have all the bales there and ready to go. Right, so this is what I can throw into a final time-lapse before the end of the episode. Alright, well, as we can see now, it does not like going higher than that, but really we shouldn't even be putting bales higher than that anyways. Even one is a push, and it doesn't even strap in the one. Oh, it does. Alright, well what I'll do then is I'll get as many on as I can, and then I'll take them over, and then I might even just load the rest off camera anyways. So I'll get this trailer loaded up, again just quickly off camera, because we have done a nice little time lapse of loading some bales, and I thought I'd be a bit cheeky, but apparently I was just a bit too cheeky. Yeah, might as well get this first one going. So yes, we'll get this done very quickly, as we are losing light. Even at 1x speed it is getting a bit darker, so we will get that last bale, and oh, it is strapped in after all. There we go. Perfect. We'll get that placed on nice, we'll get the rest on, and we'll get it all sent over towards our new, well, demoed baler. Alright, so now that I have all the bales on the trailer, I'm realizing that I couldn't have picked a worse field to get out of. It seems as though the trees do not want me to advance through here. Even if I went around that side path, the main path I should say, I don't think I could get past the tree. So that is a pickle. But what I'll do then, and fairly annoyingly I will admit, I will take off the top layer, and I'll just set them nice so that I can quickly put them back once we once we get back. And then what I might do very quickly as well is just load them back onto the trailer and try and, I guess, just leave it in the field all on the trailer. That'll be a job, but I will do that off camera, and I'll see you when that's done. Right, so we have arrived back here now, and as you can see, the trailer here is behind me. I've taken the liberty of not putting on the top layer, so I could just throw them all here and get them cut. So we'll just go up to it, get that cut. It's a fairly decent sized pile. That one's also large. I'll just cut that one as well. Blimey. Get that one cut also, and then we'll cut that one. There we go. So that is 5 bales, and we have 15 more bales to do. So that's a fair amount of things to load in. But the nice thing is we have this on demo till we're done, which is fantastic. So that is something we can do periodically. We don't have to do it all at one time. I'd like to fill it at least 20,000, let it do its thing, and then carry on with it, really. What do we have in there now? 911 litres in a bale, so it's being formed as we speak, and then, well, not as we speak, there's no other grass to form it with, but right, we'll get that shut down, and I suppose that's where we can leave the episode for today. In the next one, obviously, part of what we'll be doing, because it will be August, we'll be into the next month, and there's really not much on. Field-wise, we've got 63, which, as I said before, will probably not be ready to harvest. These will be drilled in September. I can prep them, but that will probably be also in September. We don't have to drill them right in September, but we'll have to see what happens here, because yeah, this is, as I say, this playthrough of Bally Spring is really nice practice for when we fire up our next series on Core Farm. So looking forward to that as well. Should be coming very soon. I'm very excited, very excited. Anyways, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did like the video, cheeky thumbs up really does help the channel go a long way. Really appreciate that, and until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.